$15,000 a month, $180,000 a year, right? 4%. Does anybody got a calculator? What's it going to be? $4 million, right? Uchi move. Well, that was a good move. Okay, watch this. Isn't this kind of fun? Okay, I literally tell her if this is not right. I sat her down in my living room and I said, Nicole, because I know Nicole. I said, Nicole, she had a part-time real estate license. She had a full-time job, making close to $100,000 a year, raising single mom, okay? And I said, Nicole, let's do a 3-year plan with you. I said, what's that? She goes, well, on your first level, could you attract 10 people? Of course, you guys get to know Nicole. She goes, of course. 3 a year, and 4th on the last year. I said, I want you to attract 10 really good agents. You're going to get paid how much per person, right? Remember the 2,800? That's 28,000. I said, now, but Nicole, here's your goal. I don't want you to just attract 10 people. I want you to teach them how to get their what? 10. Now, in real life, here's what happens. One of them gets 40. It's a Brent Gove. One of them gets 30. One of them gets 20. And a couple of them get 5. And 5 of them literally love our company, have never, don't really care. In other words, no activity. That's okay. If you do no activity in attracting agents, what's the result? Just so you know, a lot of people do nothing, right? So I write this down. I said, you could have 100 people on your second times $3,200. Watch this. $320,000 a year. That's $348,000. And literally, Nicole looks at me, true story, and she goes, well, they all won't be cappers. They all won't be pay $16,000 in, right? That limited, right? They can't all be cappers, and she's right. And I said, well, let's just pretend they're half cappers. So we take half of that, and it's roughly $175,000 a year, or $15,000 per month. You guys ever watch, don't you love that movie, what is it, Wolf on Wall Street? I remember that scene when he's standing in there in the restaurant, and he goes, how'd you get that Corvette down there? He goes, what do you mean? Well, yeah, Corvette, I live in this. He goes, well, I made $72,000 last month. And that actor goes, you did not make $72,000 last month. It was 1986. He says, you showed me a check for $72,000? Remember the scene? He goes, and I quit my job and I come work for you. And the next scene is, hey, Polly, I quit. That was Nicole. She literally looks at me, making $100,000 a year, single mom, hard to go to nothing, right? Seriously. She goes, I quit my job and I come work with you. That was 4 years ago. Isn't it a blessing? Can you tell everybody what you made last month? $16,000. Do you understand? This is real. In 4 years, now in the span of 4 years, she worked for me for 4 months. Then Brian says move to Dallas. They get engaged. Then there's the wedding. Then she gets pregnant. Then she has Lincoln Apollo. So let me tell you, it hasn't been 4 years. It's really been about 6 months and about the last year. Now here's the coolest part. She made $16,000. What month is this? See, I'm in the mode that I don't know what month it is or what day it is. You guys, have you ever had these lives? I have to ask my wife. I said, let's go to church on Sunday, please. Because if we don't go to church on Sunday, I don't know what day it is. So it's $16,000. Here's the coolest thing. She just made it. We get the checks on April 22nd. So on April 22nd, she'll get a $16,000 check, and that's the least she'll make the rest of her life in April. Do you understand now the difference between residual checks? Because her team keeps growing. It can't be less because it's taken off what? The top. That's $16,000. It literally is a freakish thing when I told my wife after doing this for a year and a half, and I was starting to make $20,000 a month, I said, I will never make less than $20,000 a month ever again. Can you guys say that? You can't do it without a team. Okay? Now, how's this sound to you? Do you think you could kind of do this in 3 years? See, a lot of people go like Tim and Julie Harris go, well, I'm going to do that like in a week. Right? And that's what I want to hear, but in reality check, it's okay. I don't want to set any goals for anybody. All I'm saying, it's attainable to everyone. And I want to change agents' lives. I'm tired of coaching agents that go, what was Monday? Extension day. It was not tax day. You guys do awesome at two things. Not saving money and not paying your taxes. By the way, you guys are pros. Here's the thing. See, here's the way I look at it. Nicole had a choice if she was selling real estate full time. I said, Nicole, here's your choice. Here's your choice. She goes, what do you mean? I said, you have a choice. Life's just a bunch of choices. I could have kept my offices at Keller Williams. I was very secure. I was retired. Hey, do you know how I talked Susan into it? You're going to love this one. This was one of my closes with Susan. You're going to love this one. I said, Susan, I'm the same age that Colonel Sanders was when he started Kentucky Fried Chicken. Am I reaching for closes or what? But I was trying because I looked at her, and women are, and Susan, you'll love her, but it is security, right? We had more money coming in, right, than we've ever had in our life. We built our last dream home, and everybody's supposed to just be content. And I just found Netflix. Do you guys know of anybody that was that literally, I know a guy that was in Microsoft in the beginning. Could you imagine being there in 1978 and seeing these dudes? Guys, in our industry, I was at Keller in 1994 when it was less than 1,000 agents. I felt the wave at Keller. I was there. This is a tidal wave. This literally is a tidal wave because agents have never had the chance. You got a choice. Go attract 10 agents and teach them how to get 10, right? There's one choice, right? I call it my 10 by 10. Okay? Or there's one choice. What's the second choice? Go save $4.5 million. Does this help bring it home? Really, it's just a choice, because a lot of people go, well, I'll just save the $4.5 million after taxes.